Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to ncêled, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So there is this trend going on TikTok, right? And it is before and after the black wife effect, or some are doing it before and after dating it, like some that are pop color people that are dating or married to black women. So they actually came out to put out their pictures, what they look like before they started dating black women or before they got married to a black woman. And trust me, that was just one of the best. Like, the videos are really very great because you can see the hard work and the progress, right? So a lot, it's just been trending, and I think a palm colored woman who is also married to a palm colored man, probably she was trying to, like, get into the trend or probably crack a joke. So she actually said that black women, look at how my husband look, and I want you all to come help me do a job on my husband, right? The message did not get, so a lot of people did not find that funny. So a lot of women, black women, actually said, yeah, so it's just always our duty to come and do the job while you all enjoy the fruits of the labor. Mind you, sometimes you do not know how people are going to react over some certain things, and sometimes you cannot stop people from how they react or how they feel or express themselves. But a black woman is saying that black women should just stop making everything about wait and see and try to, like, see the front part of the video. Let's get.
This is my husband before the black wife effect. So if I could get a black wife to help me out, please. This is my husband before the black wife effect. So if I could get a black wife to help me out, please.
Y'all couldn't take it, could you? Couldn't handle it? Couldn't handle it? You saw the whole black wife effect. Everyone was laughing, black women and white men, and you were like, no! Pay attention to me, censor me, see me as a white woman. No, it's got to be about me. You had to put yourself there, didn't you? It's so strange. It's so strange. And this lets me know that you don't even get the joke. You ruined the joke that you didn't get in the first place, ho. Because what you asking black women to do is be a service to you. You understand what I'm saying? You've essentially told black women. You've essentially taken the black wife effect and asked black women to be your husband's bed wench. Bed wench. And not everybody's laughing, ha ha he he. Because at the end of the day, when she come and upgrade, upgrade your husband, okay? Who has access to the 401k? It's you, babe. It's you. It's still you, babe. It's you, Kay. Okay, Susan B. Anthony. You have turned a lighthearted joke about a certain dynamic in relationship between a black woman who is a wife, black woman and white man, a black woman who is the wife, and you've asked her to now come in your home and service you. A service to you. You saw a black wife and said, no, come and help my husband. Come in the house. Come in the house and help us, actually. You saw black wives, and said, nah, not possible. Come inside. You gon' handmaid. Black wife. And you said, no, that's not how I see you. That's not your fate. Actually, you need to come inside and be my handsmaid. Isn't that funny? That's funny. That's fucking hilarious. And that's the fucking joke. Your handsmaid. Isn't that interesting? That's funny. That's what I mean by how sly they are with their shit. Because everybody think it's so funny. This speaks to the dynamics of what White Woman Whisper was talking about when she said, who would you pick in the office, a white man or a white woman? And that's why it's white men. Because you guys can come and do some crazy shit like this. In the back of that, what you're actually trying to say is, you can't be the wife. You need to come inside and help me, actually, as a handsmaid to my husband or a bedwench. When at the end of the day, you are the wife in that play, and you're going to reap the benefit from that labor that black woman's supposed to come and do for your husband, by the way. And I'm sorry to everybody to ruin the fucking joke, but one shit funny to me when I saw this shit, okay? Essentially asked black women and black wives to downgrade themselves for your benefit as a handsmaid, because at the end of the day, Susan, like I say, after that black wife come inside your house to upgrade your husband, who gonna benefit? Who name on the will? Who got access to the 401k? Who name on the will? Who got access to the 401k? Okay.
So if I could get a black wife to help me out, please.
All right, white women, because y'all getting started and y'all operating through y'all privilege on this trend. Another black woman said it, and it's actually what it is. Y'all are requesting mammy-like behavior. You want to know why it's a privilege? Because you can get on the app and you can make a joke and you don't have to think about the historical context because it did not affect your ancestors. That's a privilege. Baby, whatever white culture looks like to you, keep it that way. Do not, in a jokingly manner, try to solicit the help of black women. We got other things going on that's more important than you and your casserole loving husband. Okay? Let us be.
So if I could get a black wife to help me out.
I
saw multiple creators talking about the lack of reading comprehension in our country and how it is shown by people not being able to tell who the core audience is of who the intended audience is of a text. And I see that with this trend just a little. This trend is for Black women who have fallen in love and are being loved on. And as a result of the love that they experience and they share with their partner turns from, you know, average everyday Joe Schmo to, damn, I didn't know you could look that good. And this is called the Black wife effect. And part of it is like the magical Negro trope a little bit. And I think that's how the white people might be taking it as the magical Negro, because it's like, oh, I see Black wife trend. Black wife, come help me. Come upgrade my husband, Black wife. It's not a service. It's not something that can be done for you. It's a beautiful, beneficial thing that happens, and it can't happen to you. It can't happen to you because you're not married to a Black woman. This only happens when you marry and love a Black woman. It is not, let's collect or find or get in the good graces of a Black woman and she will do this for us because I deserve every good thing. Like, you know, so I don't know if it's just about reading comprehension skills. It's definitely a tad bit of that, and then also just a little bit of caucasity, a little bit of reading comprehension and a little bit of caucasity, and together you get white women finding a way to benefit from the Black wife effect, even though they're not married to Black women. And part of me wanted to start this video by like, oh, no hate to her, she seems like really sweet, she actually said please, blah 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 blah. Then I stopped myself. Why am I protecting? I'm actually being hurt. This started out with Black women, the Black wife effect, Black women getting props, Black women finding joy, Black women like being put up on a pedestal. Like, damn, you date or marry a Black woman and your life is gonna change. Like, look at how beautiful, look at how helpful. I can't even put into words, but Black women are awesome. And you turned it into, ooh, Black women can service me. This turned into a trend that uplifted Black women and the love that we share and experience, and turned it into, but what can Black women do for me? And although she said it sweetly, although she herself may not be, you know, stabbing me, it's dangerous.
I'm pretty sure a lot of us have been seeing the Black wife trend, where Black women who are married to white men, like how they look and after they met their Black wife, and how their life has like transformed in the way they look, and some of them like be looking really good. And it's been such a fun thing to watch. However, what I'm noticing now is something I'm just like, okay, y'all need to really chill. There is one woman, white woman, who posted, she's married a white man, and she was talking about, oh my gosh, I need help. Like this, you guys are so amazing. And she was just being, it was lighthearted, it was funny. Like there were Black men in the comments, you know, laughing at it, like, oh yeah, we got you, we'll help you, or you know, just kind of like funny things. So now I am seeing Black women stitch her video, and they are turning it into something that I feel like it's not. And I just feel like sometimes it's okay to just enjoy a trend without having to think deep about it. And now women who are stitching this are like, oh, so you're basically asking the Black woman to come to your house and become a bed wench to help your husband out, your white husband out, you being a white woman. And it's like, I don't, you know, they're like, I don't know how to feel about it. It doesn't sit with me very well, and it takes me back, you know, to slavery and, you know, the Black women being, you know, servants to white people and all that stuff. And although, yes, a lot of that stuff happened, however, sometimes I feel like it's okay to just enjoy a trend as it is what it is. Because when that woman posted the video, it was not a malice. She was just giving compliments to Black women and how amazing and how powerful we are. And to turn it into a race thing is just absolutely unnecessary. And I feel like some of us have to figure out how to unplug from the race thing and racism and all of that, and which can be hard because we live in a world where racism is everywhere. However, you can find an outlet to kind of pull back a little bit, because talking about it and being immersed in it at all times, it is so depressing. It is not good for your mind. It is not good for you. It's okay to see something and just enjoy it for what it is. And I'm not saying let's not talk about race, let's ignore certain things. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the things that are just lighthearted, that are fun. It's just fun. You don't gotta dig deep into it. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Learn how to unplug from talking about racism all the time, because it can be so hard to just talk about it all the time, and it's not good for your mental. Like, this trend is nothing but innocence, and it's just a fun trend. And that white woman was just
complimenting black women even further. Like, I don't understand why people gotta, you know, bring all the extra stuff into it that's just not needed. Just enjoy the freaking trend. God damn, y'all.
As a self-proclaimed ally, which real allies don't go around announcing that they're allies. Their words and actions speak for them. But anywho, as a self-proclaimed ally, you are in a black woman's comments, invalidating and minimizing the thoughts and feelings of black women in a situation where black women were on the receiving end of a so-called joke. A lot of microaggressions, which are a way in which racism manifests in our day-to-day interactions with white people. And a lot of these microaggressions start as jokes or are dismissed as jokes when attention is brought to the issue of it being offensive or having a racist undertone, whether intentional or not, because it is always impact over intent, which is something that true allies understand. Real allies don't prioritize their own feelings and experiences over those of the group they claim to advocate for. Real allies don't justify microaggressions by saying it was just a joke. Real allies don't center their own feelings and the fact that they are offended when racism is called out. They instead be quiet, listen, and learn. So try again.
I don't know if y'all have seen the trend here on TikTok where it's like a white guy gets a black wife and he glows up. He goes from looking like he plays Mario Kart for a living to looking like the cool uncle at the cookout. Every black family, a lot of black families got one of them, and I ain't even mad at them. Cause bro, the glow up be crazy. You be like, how is this gonna turn out? And then bro got a tape up, dressing nice, looking good, look happy as hell. And it's a whole big thing, right? The reason I'm talking about this is because last week, in the most unproblematic way ever, like the draft happened. You just saw a bunch of young black men who are athletes, right? Sitting on the couch, nervously looking at a TV. Next to him was a pretty white girl. And fucking TikTok went crazy. 30-minute slam poetry think pieces on why they hate themselves and they can't get them a black queen. How this is fucked up. This is a... Oh man. And it's all this shit. But this week, it ain't... Like, if you go look at those comment sections, it's all love. It's all love and shit. It's love from me too. I ain't never gonna be mad at somebody who got them a pretty woman who, when they look like they shouldn't have got them a pretty woman. Bro got him one, and then she leveled him up at the same time. I ain't never gonna be mad at bro. He won. Really, those men are winning at life. And I guess my question is, why is there always this one-sided like argument? And it really be an argument. Y'all be on black men's asses on social media. Why is it like this? Bryce had a whole thing like, I was a college athlete, this is why, really explaining the real life shit behind it. Y'all wasn't trying to hear that. There were other black dudes who were like, white women are nice to me. Y'all be fucking up the movements. That's really what be going on. Because black women and white women in real life are just as nice to me. The only time black women are mean to me is on social media. Literally. In real life, all these women are nice. Like, at first, at least, like, what the fuck? Unless you piss them off. I've never had these experiences y'all be saying y'all have with black women. That's just a side note. I ain't never been cussed out or no crazy shit. Not even by my mama, nigga. I don't know. I have heard stories by people who are very close to me. It's just never happened to me. But I date all races. The massive majority, I'm married now to a white woman. I know y'all hate me. But like, the massive majority of the women I dated throughout life were black women. And I had nothing but like good experiences overall. Fuck is we talking about? But it's just like, when this argument comes up, it's always some shit. It's always some shit in one direction. Like, is this that mate guarding shit that people be talking about? Because maybe mate guarding is something that women feel and men don't. Cause bro, what? I never give a fuck. Baby, you did your thing with him. Good. Shit, good for y'all. I'm happy. I just think it's a bit hypocritical. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just a bit nervous about this black wife glows up her white husband trend. Like, obviously there's this shift in our society where more black women are dating outside of our race, and I'm all for it. I've always been for date whoever the fuck you want to. And with how much colorism and misogynoir that we have seen over the years within black culture, I don't blame us black women for being tired. But as someone who has dated white men, and I've said this before on here, I don't want our young black girls especially to go out here and automatically think that dating a non-black person is better. Let me be careful with my language because I know TikTok's going to be on my ass about this video, but understand that you have to vet every single last person you date, regardless of race, status. I don't care if this person says that they're gonna take you to the moon and back. Vet the fuck out of them. And there are some chalkboard dusties who will see this trend and be like, ooh, I can come up off of a black woman knowing that we are the least dated. It's just, like I've said, I've dated them as well. Men are men at the end of the day. And people have started to talk about how black women are most compatible with white men. I think the only reason why it looks that way is because black girls and black boys are raised drastically different. The black community is so drenched in colorism, it's ridiculous. And rap songs are famous for colorism. And look who are the producers and the people at the top of these record labels. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's very intentional that our culture is shifting towards us seeing more black women with white men. It's very intentional. It's like, let's spend decades making this music where black men are degrading black women, especially dark-skinned black women, and now let's push this narrative and image of black women with white men. I feel like it's intentional. I'm not saying don't date outside of your race. I'm just saying that we should always critique what information and trends we're being fed, and we should always vet our partner regardless of race, wealth, anything. You need to vet your partners. I'm just a bit...
So I want to talk about the black wife effect because it's been on my timeline, I know it's been on others, and I feel like there's so much to break down about it. So for me, as I'm watching the black wife effect, what I'm thinking is that everything black women touch, they elevate. And that's not just on a partner scale, that's on a societal scale. When you look at the foundation of any social justice movement, you will find a black woman there, and that is not a coincidence. When you look at any industry, at the top of it, there will always be a black woman there, and that is not any coincidence. And every time I say this, people get mad. Click the link tree in my bio. I already have the notes. But anyways, I thought the fascinating thing about the black wife effect is not even that they look better, their style's better, but it's also like you can visibly see their confidence get better. And that's something that isn't like a physical change. That's something of like being properly cared for. I feel like black women have been socialized to be deep carers. And a lot of time people put us on this pedestal of like, they're goddesses, they're otherworldly, but it is a little bit exhausting. I mean, people hold us to this standard where we have to go above and beyond. Like, to be pretty as a black girl, you have to be above and beyond. To be smart as a black girl, you have to be above and beyond. To be kind as a black girl, you have to go above and beyond. You know what I mean? That's why when they exceed in these industries, when they exceed in these fields, when they exceed in these foundations, they do that because the standards is exceed or not exist. And so if this trend should show you anything, it shouldn't just be like, oh my gosh, let's see how we can exploit and use black women and how can we get a mammy to elevate us. It should be, let me try and take notes so I can be on the same level, or let me see what they do that really does it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times people can appreciate what black women do, but they don't know how to properly support us to keep doing it. I think that's all I need to say for now.
Get a black wife to help me out, please.
What in the mammy sister wives request is that? This was about finally celebrating black women, and you made it about you.
So this is all I got from this video. And when I started seeing that effect, like, how black women changed a lot of palm-colored men's, like, look and all that. I mean, it was like, the effect of black women in palm-colored pan-colored man's, like, before and after black women, black wife effect or black women effect, depends on how you want to put it, and I saw this. I don't know how I felt at first. We may not react to some certain things the same way. And I am also not going to tell you how to react when you see something, And telling people how to react over some certain things is actually not right, And some people did not see it right, to some people. For me, it wasn't so good when I saw it, because this effect was for, and now a white woman decided to come into it, which, like, it's okay. But black women are seeing it like, we've always been the one doing it. Because for me, it's like, you all come and do the job. And then I am going to sit back to enjoy it, And of course, you have a husband. And how is the black woman, how is she going to come in to do the job for you? And then you sit back. So, I mean, it's it's a lot of things running through my brain, my head, and all that. And I will not also blame anybody that if you got the same mindset or you feel the same way, because I cannot tell you how to react to some certain things. Some people do not find it funny. Some people felt like, why do you have to bring that up? Like, it's more like bringing, like, back memories and all the things black women have been through or still going through to this very moment and all that. And so it's all our duty, to do the job, and you all are going to be enjoying after we do the job, which is how I also saw it. Do not get me wrong. I am not trying to make this any black, white, or green and purple kind of thing and all that. But it's trauma has a way of bringing so many things back to people, like how some people reacted to it or how they felt about it. And I heard what the other lady said, that we shouldn't make everything about Ray and C, right? Sometimes sit back and enjoy, or follow the trend. But I really did not see what to have fun with. Or the joke. The joke was okay. The joke is not like joking, and it's not everybody that will understand that joke. But whichever way, I hope you all take it lightly, And yeah, that is it. But some certain things, I don't know. But some people should really not everything is not for me, me. There are some things that I want to do. I know it is not for me, and I am not going to do it. And some people should also learn to know that, there is a limit to some certain things, This is not for me, and there is no need trying to do it or go into it and the rest of it. So sometimes we try as much as we can to hold ourselves back, not to do some certain things. I think it's just going to help us as humans, not to offend other people, and at the same time not to get into trouble. Yeah, she probably did that video out of maybe joke. She was trying to make joke and all that, or maybe it's just a harmless something, but the message did not get so well to a lot of people. So see you all in my next video. Bye for now.